Sadguru, a Grahastha yogi, carries the same intensity, insight, wisdom and passion as the ancient sages to bring well-being to every individual. A mystic, yogi, visionary humanitarian and poet, Sadguru is a spiritual master with a difference. Traversing seamlessly from the ancient to the ultra-modern, he bridges the gap between the known and the unknown, enabling all those who encounter him to explore and experience the deepest dimensions of life. Making a clear break from mere customs and rituals, Sadguru presents the inner dimension in a scientific manner as it is relevant to our times.
Right now, your perception, is it limited to five senses? Yes? Can it perceive anything that is not physical? So, in the very nature of things, physical is all that senses can know. And the physical in you, or the physical in the existence, is just like the peel of the fruit, it has no purpose of its own. If you eat the fruit, then the peel is going straight to the trash can, it cannot… it has no purpose. When it is containing the fruit, it has some meaning. The moment the fruit is gone, it has no meaning. Right now you're sitting here, this body is very important, isn't it? Tomorrow morning, that something inside this that you never experienced, if that something goes away, nobody wants to do anything with this body. Even your municipality or corporation will not accept this body, isn't it? Right now, it is so important. We have to feed it, we have to clothe it, we have to decorate it, we have to pamper it in so many ways. But if that something inside which you do not know, if that something goes away, your family, your friends or anybody, nobody wants to have anything to do with this body anymore, isn't it? Only because the fruit is inside, the peel is so valuable. The fruit is gone, this peel is no more valuable, it's of no worth. So right now when your experience of life is limited to sense perception or to the physical, what it means is you're just eating the peel of the fruit. If you're just eating the peel of the fruit, how life can be? It should have been bitter, but unfortunately this peel, because of its association with the fruit, has imbibed a few spots of sweetness. Right now the whole effort is to make juice out of these few spots, not realizing that this has come because of its association with the fruit. If you go beyond the peel and taste the fruit, then you become blissful by your own nature, not because of something. Being happy because of something is… everybody in their life, if things are happening the way they want it, they're all happy, isn't it? Yes? If things are happening the way you want them, you're happy, isn't it? Anybody can be happy. Now, when I say blissfulness, I'm not talking about happiness. It has nothing to do with outside. If everything is going dead wrong, you're still blissful. Because the sweetness of the fruit will not go away just because something is happening outside. So if your experience of life transcends the limitations of the physical, then it has a completely different dimension to it. Spirituality means just that. Your experience of life has transcended the limitations of the physical. You going to the temple and praying is not spirituality, because 99% of your prayers are just, "Dear God, give me this, give me that, save me, protect me." This is just survival, this is basic survival. Unfortunately, human beings are depending upon their survival. They're looking up to heavens for survival. Every creature on the planet, even the small ones, from worms to insects to birds to animals, they take care of their own survival. Human beings who claim to be the most intelligent of the species are routing their survival through heaven to survive on this planet. You just have to learn how to use these 4 limbs and a few brain cells. You don't need God to survive on this planet. What you're referring to as God is, how this idea of God entered you is, you came out of your mother's womb and blinked around and looked, so much creation. Obviously you did not create it. So much creation, there must be a creator somewhere. You didn't find him anywhere here. You looked up. And today you know enough science to know there is no up or down in the universe, isn't it? There are some cultures which look down into the earth for their god, but most cultures look up for their gods. Down cultures are more sensible usually. These up cultures are too much hallucinatory. Down cultures at least protect this planet, but these up cultures want to destroy the planet and go to heaven. Because they're planning to go to heaven, they're using the planet so blatantly. If they knew that they have to live here and their children have to live here, then they would walk a little more gently on this planet, isn't it so? So, spirituality does not mean you whatever in the name of religion you're doing right now, it means somehow, it doesn't matter how, somehow your experience of life has transcended the limitations of the physical. Dimension beyond the physical has entered your life. Now you find the physical reality doesn't rule your life anymore. You can play with life whichever way you want, but life cannot leave a single scratch upon you. You can live like this. You can play any kind of game in the world, but life will not leave a single scratch upon you. Right now, the simple process of life is leaving people wounded, isn't it? I don't know to what extent you're exposed to human suffering. Every day I'm with hundreds of people. If you look at the variety of suffering that human beings have invented for themselves, it's unbelievable, you know. It's just absolutely unbelievable. How many ways human beings suffer is just incredible. No great disaster need to happen. If somebody says something, they'll suffer. If somebody does not say something that they were supposed to say, they'll suffer. If somebody looks at them, they'll suffer. If somebody does not look at them, they'll suffer. Anything and everything, they will suffer. Isn't it so? They have just invented countless ways to suffer. This has happened and this has left people wounded. Even the reasonably happy, well-to-do people, if you open their top surface, they are full of wounds. If your experience of life transcends the limitations of the physical reality around you has no impact on you. You can play with it anyway. It has nothing to do with you. Is it worthwhile living like this? You think it's worthwhile living like this? If you don't have the fear as to what will happen to me, do you know how you would live right now? Every step in your life is half a step, always with the fear, what will happen to me, isn't it? If this is taken away, you would live your lives very, very vibrantly, isn't it? You wouldn't take half steps, you would leap and jump through your life. Right now there's a constant fear that if something does not happen the way I think it should, my happiness will go away. If this is taken off, if your blissfulness is ensured for life, then you would handle your life in a completely different way. You see right now, almost every aspect of your life you handle with the consciousness of being secure. You're not looking for joy, you're not looking for blissfulness, God or anything, constantly security. Isn't it so? Is it so or not? The most predominant force in your life right now is security. But in spite of taking so much effort for security, are you any more secure than what you were 25 years ago? Much you have done for your security, but tomorrow morning you or me may fall dead, isn't it? There is no security. Yes, we make some arrangements so that our life can happen comfortably. We make certain arrangements so that we don't have to worry about the next meal. That's fine. But there is really no security as long as you're alive. There's only one place where you can be 100% secure, that's your grave. There you're perfectly secure because nothing happens there. Everything is safe. As long as you're alive, nothing is safe, anything may happen, isn't it? Isn't it so? Anything may happen, isn't it? People